guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to show you guys how to create a design here on screen. You can use it as your phone wallpaper. So first I went to Canva and I selected create and I typed in phone wallpaper. And these are the results. You guys can select any one of these because they're the same size. As you can see there, they're the same pixels. I selected the first one, and now this is my blank canvas. I went to elements and I selected that line there, rotated it to a 90 degrees angle, and now I changed the color to one of my brand colors, and now I'm going to turn the paper weight up to 100. Move that to the left, and now I'm going to size it to fit the entire canvas. Okay, and that is done. And now I'm going to type in composition notebook. Select it, see all, and the composition design there, and I'm going to size it to fit the entire canvas. Okay, and I went to position and put the composition book below the line, and then I went to colors and I'm going to change the colors of the composition notebook design. Okay, and that's it. Now I selected the first composition notebook space for where you're going to put your name. Size it to fit, and now I'm just centering it to the page. I went to recently used element, and I am going to use these scrapbook letters to type the word since, and that's me just sizing all of them to fit. The letter N, size that to fit. And now C. Deleted F, that was a mistake. Now E, size that to fit. Now I'm arranging all the letters together. Now I'm going to select the three dots and space evenly, and then tidy it up and then group it. Now I'm going to use the letters for 2025. So here I am selecting the number 2, and sizing that to fit. And I'm just matching it up with the letter S to make sure they're the same size. Now 0. I accidentally clicked on another 2, but I deleted it and duplicated the 2 that I already had. Now 5. Sizing that to fit. And I grouped everything together, and I'm going to bring it to right there. Okay, and now I'm reducing the size of the letters and the numbers. and I went to apps, and I am going to go to text studio. While that's loading, and this is just me scrolling, trying to find one that I wanted. I was scrolling really fast because I knew what I was looking for, and that's it right there, funky and graphics. And now I'm going to type Oli, and I added both of them to the canvas separately, and now I'm going to size them to fit. I'm going to zoom in there on the canvas so I can size everything better. Okay, trying to get everything centered. And I reduce the canvas. That's how it looks. And I'm going to exit the apps, and I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm going to look for the AI generated photo that I created of me. Well, it's not really of me, but it's inspired by me, if you get what I'm saying. And now I'm going to size it to fit. And I added that image of the pencil, remove the background, and I'm going to go to, I'm sizing it to fit, and then I'm going to go to positions, and I'm going to remove it to the back of the thing there. Okay, that's how it looks. And I went back to elements, and I searched for bow. I selected the first one that I saw and sized it to fit. I searched for cherry. Okay, and I selected that one there, size it to fit, and put it to the left side. And I went back to uploads, and I'm going to add this cute picture of a rabbit. Do I have a rabbit? No, but do I love rabbits? Yes. So I added that picture. I'm going to turn it to an angle, reduce the size, and put it a little to the left, like that. And I'm going to use this picture of the lips, remove the background, bring it up to the left corner, reduce the size, okay, and move it there. And then I'm going to turn down the transparency to about 70 something, to 76, and I duplicated it a few times and place it around the page. And then I add this cute picture of a bowl, remove the background, sized it to fit, and I placed it right up there. Then I added this image of a camera, remove the background, and I place it right there. I just reduce the size and bring it little to the left. And now I'm going to add a text, and I'm going to search for cream cake. There it is. Okay. Now I'm going to type the phrase "I'm just a girl." Okay. And now unfortunately I had to remove the image of the bunny to put the phrase where it was, but first I reduced the spaces between the lines, and I'm sizing everything to fit. Okay, and this is where I realized I had to delete the bunny and put the phrase right there. And now I went back to elements, and now I'm going to look for, okay, I went to upload instead, and I'm going to look for the Polaroids. Y'all know I love my Polaroids, and I added that one. I've never used that one before, so I decided to use that one. And I searched for frames, selected the first square one, and I'm going to zoom in so I can size the frame to fit. Okay, and I'm going to rotate it to an angle, duplicate that image, and I'm going to size it to fit for the black piece that's right there. I never wanted it to be black, I wanted it to be the cheetah prints. Now I'm searching for it. I added that first one off camera, but I wanted something more pink, so I went with the second one. And I went ahead and cleaned up everything off camera, and that's how it looks so far. And I went back to text, and I'm going to search for super kindly, and I'm going to type my name, reduce the size, and I'm going to bring it at the bottom of the Polaroid, and I'm going to zoom in so I can see everything better. Rotated it to an angle, reduce the size again, and now I am going to duplicate that text. So I can add my age. reduce the size of the canvas, and that's how it looks so far. And now I'm going to duplicate the image of the pencil because I want the point of the pencil to be above the canvas, and I reduced the thing there. I cut it a bit down to the point, and I'm just going to size everything in place. I don't know how to explain that process, but that's how it looks now. Okay, and now I'm going to reduce the size of the canvas, and now I'm going to animate the entire page, and I went with party. That's how it looks. And now I'm going to give you guys a preview. That's it right there. And if you guys learned something new today, you can go ahead and give me a subscribe. And that is a close-up preview. Go ahead and like the video if you guys learned something new again. And this is how it looks on my phone. Bye.